Welcome back to Senior Smart Channel. Hit that like button if you're ready for some serious feels, and let's get started. So it's 11:47 p.m., and I'm sprawled on my couch in Portland, Oregon, half asleep with a cup of chamomile tea going cold. My phone buzzes, lighting up the dark. Text from Mom. "Sweetie, we need to talk about the trip. We're pushing it to next year." My stomach plummets. The trip. Our first family vacation in forever. 5 days in San Diego, sun-soaked beaches, tacos by the pier. I'm Naomi, 27, female, a barista scraping by at a hipster coffee shop with exposed brick and overpriced lattes. I'd been counting down to this like it was my personal Super Bowl, swapped shifts, saved every tip, even offered to pay my own bus fare from Portland to keep costs down. Months of planning, gone with one text. I call Mom right away, fingers trembling as I dial. She picks up, voice heavy. "Naomi, I know you're upset, but money's tight. We can't swing it." I get it. Money's always been a roller coaster in our house. Growing up, it was thrift store sneakers for me while my brother got the shiny Nikes. But this? I'd worked extra weekends, pulling espresso shots till my wrists ached just to chip in. "Mom," I say, keeping my cool, "what if we switch to a motel? Cut it to 3 days?" There's this tiny pause, barely a heartbeat, but I catch it. "Naomi," she says, soft like she's breaking bad news to a kid, "it's not the right time. Next year, I promise." Promise. That word's a ghost in our family. Haunts you, but never shows up. I hang up, staring at my cracked phone screen, feeling like I've been sucker punched. It's not just the trip, it's the way she said it. Like my vote didn't count, like I'm still the kid they pat on the head and ignore. I toss my phone on the couch, trying to shake it off. Money's tight, sure, I've been there, ramen dinners, late rent. Maybe they're right. But that pause, it's gnawing at me. 2 days later, I'm on my lunch break, scrolling Instagram over a stale bagel when I see it. My chest tightens. A photo, Mom and Dad grinning on a beach, waves crashing behind them. Tan skin, fruity cocktails with little umbrellas, sand dusting their flip-flops. I swipe. Another pic. My brother Lucas, 24, male, flexing on a kayak with his new girlfriend, all sun-bleached hair and giggles. Then Mom and Dad at a beachside grill clinking beers over fish tacos. Caption: "Family vibes. Nothing beats this." Family vibes. Except I'm not there, because the trip was postponed. My hands shake as I lock my phone, the bagel forgotten. They didn't push it back, they cut me out. So I'm sitting at the cafe counter, Instagram still open on my phone. That beach photo of Mom and Dad searing into my brain like a bad tattoo. Naomi here, 27, Portland's most overworked barista, and I'm trying to process this gut punch. The trip to San Diego, my trip, our trip, wasn't postponed. They're there. Right now. Mom's sipping a piña colada, Dad's got sand between his toes, and Lucas is kayaking with his girlfriend like some postcard-perfect family ad. Without me. The caption, "Family vibes, nothing beats this," twists the knife deeper. I swipe again, masochist that I am. Lucas cannonballing off a dock. Mom laughing over a plate of shrimp skewers. A bonfire at dusk, all of them toasting marshmallows. I'm not in a single frame. I lock my phone, hands clammy, and stare at the espresso machine like it's got answers. Maybe it's a mistake. Some last-minute work perk, a freebie they couldn't say no to. But that pause on the phone, Mom's next year promise, it's replaying in my head like a broken record. They lied. Not a fluke, not a mix-up. They planned this, packed their bags, and left me here counting tips for a trip that was never going to happen. My shift ends, and I trudge home to my shoebox apartment, rain streaking the windows, Portland doing its moody thing. I don't call Mom. Don't comment on the pics. I just watch as more flood in over the next few days. Snorkeling selfies, a dolphin tour, Lucas and his girlfriend kissing under a palm tree. Each one's a brick piling on my chest. This isn't new. Not really. Growing up, I was the invisible one. Lucas got the big birthday bashes, piñatas, bounce houses, while I'd get a card, maybe a cupcake if Mom remembered. Christmas? He'd unwrap a gaming console, I'd get socks and a, "we'll get you something later," that never came. I'd brush it off. Naomi, the good kid, the one who didn't complain. I'd pick up extra chores, babysit Lucas, cover gas money for family outings, thinking if I gave enough, they'd see me. But this trip? This was supposed to be different. I'd scrimped for it, skipped new boots, eaten peanut butter and jelly for weeks, just to be included, and they ditched me anyway. By day 4, I'm done crying into my pillow. Something snaps. I'm not the kid who shrugs it off anymore. They don't know I've seen the pics, haven't liked, haven't commented. They think I'm clueless, sulking about a postponed plan. So when they roll back into Portland a week later, I'm ready. I hear the SUV rumble into their driveway, 2 blocks from my place, close enough to walk. I peek through my blinds, Mom, Dad, Lucas, unloading duffels, sunburned and smug. My phone's quiet, no "we're back" text, no "missed you." They're banking on me playing dumb. I grab my jacket, my heart thumping, and head over. This time, I'm not letting it slide. So, I'm standing outside Mom and Dad's house in Portland, drizzle soaking my jacket, watching them lug their sun-faded duffels through the front door. Naomi, 27, barista with a backbone I didn't know I had till now. My phone's heavy with those Instagram pics. Lucas kayaking, Mom with her shrimp skewers, Dad grinning like he's won the lottery. All proof they ditched me for that San Diego trip they swore was postponed. I've been silent all week, no calls, no likes, letting them think I'm still in the dark. But I'm done being the ghost in this family. I take a deep breath, march up the steps, and knock, sharp, like I mean it. Mom swings the door open, her face lighting up too fast. "Naomi, oh honey, I missed you." She's all sunburned cheeks and fake cheer, like she's rehearsing for a sitcom. Dad shuffles in behind her, dropping a suitcase that smells like sunscreen. "Hey, kiddo, how's the coffee game?" he says, casual as if they didn't just spend a week pretending I don't exist. Lucas yawns, stretching his lanky frame, still in flip-flops. Ugh. Man, I'm wiped. Travel's brutal. Hope you kept things under control here, sis. He smirks, like I'm their unpaid house sitter. I cross my arms, voice flat. Busy. How about you? Mom blinks, smile faltering. Oh, just resting up. Dad nods, too quick. Yeah, low-key week. Lucas flops onto the couch, scrolling his phone. I let the silence stretch, thick as the Oregon fog outside, then pull out my trump card. "So," I say, voice icy calm, "how was the trip?" Mom freezes mid-step. Dad coughs into his fist. Lucas looks up, one eyebrow cocked. "What trip?" he says, playing dumb. I unlock my phone, hold it up. Beach selfie, kayak pic, that family vibes. Nothing beats this caption glowing like a neon lie. This trip. The room goes graveyard quiet. Mom lets out a nervous giggle. "Naomi, I don't..." But I cut her off, sharp. "Don't! Just don't!" Dad clears his throat, stepping forward. "Look, kiddo, it wasn't..." I raise my hand. "Stop. Tell me the truth. You didn't postpone anything. You just didn't want me there." Mom's eyes dart away, guilt flickering, but she recovers fast. "It wasn't like that, honey. We just thought..." "What?" I snap. "That I'd buy your excuse? That I wouldn't see the pics? That I'm too dense to notice you left me out?" Lucas groans, rolling his eyes. "Oh, come on, Naomi. It was just a quick getaway. Don't make it a soap opera." "Just a getaway?" I laugh, bitter and loud. "The one I saved for? The one I swapped shifts for? $8 store oatmeal for so we could all go? That one?" Mom reaches for me, voice wobbling. "Naomi, please." I jerk back. "Number this isn't just the trip. It's every time I've been the spare tire. Lucas gets the party, I get the crumbs. I've bent over backwards for you, and you couldn't even tell me the truth." Dad rubs his neck, mumbling, We didn't mean to hurt you. I glare. Then why lie? No answer. Lucas scoffs. You're overreacting. I wheel on him. And you're a spoiled brat who doesn't care who gets stepped on. Mom gasps. First time I've ever snapped like that. I take a shaky breath, locking eyes with them. I thought if I tried hard enough I'd matter, but I don't, do I? Silence. Mom's lip trembles, but she doesn't speak. That's my answer. I grab my bag, head for the door. Dad calls, Naomi, where are you going? I don't turn. Somewhere I'm not invisible. I step into the rain, heart pounding, and leave them standing there, stunned, suitcases still unpacked. So I'm back in my Portland apartment, rain tapping the windows like it's trying to apologize for the mess I just left behind. Naomi, 27, still reeling from unloading on Mom, Dad, and Lucas. I'd walked out their door. First time I've ever stood up like that, and the adrenaline's fading into this weird mix of freedom and ache. My phone's buzzing nonstop as I sink into my lumpy couch, texts from Mom lighting up the screen. I don't open them yet, just stare at the glow, replaying it all. Their sunburned faces, that family vibes lie, the way they froze when I held up those San Diego pics. I'd always been the fixer, patching up fights, picking up slack. But not this time. For days, I let the messages pile up. At first, they're sharp, like they're mad I dared to call them out. Mom, Naomi, this is ridiculous. We need to talk. You're blowing this out of proportion. Dad, ignoring us won't fix anything. Call your mom. Lucas, seriously, grow up. It was just a trip. Classic. They're not sorry, just annoyed I'm not playing along. I roll my eyes, toss my phone on the counter, and brew some cheap coffee. Work's my escape, pulling espresso shots, steaming oat milk, chatting with regulars who don't know my family just erased me from their beach montage. But every night, I scroll those pics again. Lucas on that kayak, Mom's shrimp skewers. And the hurt sharpens. They didn't just ditch me, they lied like I wouldn't notice. By day 5, the texts shift gears. Mom, sweetie, please, we miss you. We didn't mean it like that. Dad, we messed up, okay? Let's talk. Then Mom again. Naomi, I can't sleep knowing you're this upset. I almost crack, years of habit screaming to text back, smooth it over. But then I picture that postponed text, their smug tans, and I ask myself, if I hadn't seen those pics, would they even care? Nope. They'd be unpacking, laughing, not a shred of guilt. I lock my phone, let the silence stretch. It's unnatural, me not running to fix things, but it's starting to feel right. A week after they're back, I do something wild. I book a solo getaway, 3 days in a tiny cabin up near Mount Hood, all pines and quiet. No Wi-Fi, no family, just me and a stack of paperbacks I've been too broke to read. I don't tell anyone, pack my duffel, grab my keys, and drive into the misty hills. It's not San Diego, no palm trees or tacos, but the air's crisp, the lake's still, and for once, I'm not begging to be included. I roast marshmallows over a fire pit, sip hot cocoa from a chipped mug, and feel this weight lift. My phone's off, but I know it's piling up with their "Where are you?" texts. Good. Let them wonder. I get back to Portland late Sunday, skin smelling like campfire, and my phone's a war zone. Missed calls, voicemails, a dozen messages. Mom, Naomi, where are you? We're worried. Dad, kiddo, come by, please. Lucas, you're freaking Mom out. Chill. I smirk. Funny how they notice me now. I'm not ready to deal, still basking in my mountain peace. But Monday afternoon, there's a knock, loud, insistent. I peek through the peephole. Mom and Dad, standing on my porch, looking less like the smug beach crew, and more like they've lost something. My heart skips. They've never shown up unannounced, not for me. I'm staring through the peephole of my Portland apartment, Mom and Dad on my porch looking like they've aged a decade since that San Diego trip. Naomi, 27, barista turned boundary setter, and I'm not shaking, just calm, ready. I'd spent the weekend at Mount Hood, reclaiming my peace with cocoa and campfires while their texts piled up. Now they're here, uninvited, and I open the door slow. "Can we come in?" Mom asks, voice soft, clutching her scarf like it's a lifeline. Dad's behind her, hands in his pockets, eyes on the floor. I lean on the frame. "Depends. You here to listen, or just tell me I'm overreacting?" Dad sighs. "To talk. Really talk." It's not a demand. New for them. I step aside. "Fine." They shuffle into my cramped living room. Mom perches on my thrift store couch. Dad hovers by the window. The air's heavy, like the rain clouds outside. Mom starts, hands twisting. "Naomi, I don't even know where to begin." I sit across from them, arms crossed. "Try the truth." She flinches, nods. When we said the trip was postponed, it was a lie. No excuses. Dad chimes in, voice rough. "We messed up, kiddo." I blink. They've never owned it like this. "Why?" I press. Mom hesitates, then spills. "We thought it'd be simpler. Lucas wanted his girlfriend along, and we figured you'd be fine waiting." "Simpler, there it is," I laugh sharp. "Simpler for you, not me." Dad rubs his face. "We didn't think it'd hit you this hard." "You didn't think," I shoot back. "You lied, left me out, posted pics like I don't exist." Mom's eyes well up. "We love you, Naomi." I shake my head. Love doesn't ditch people. Dad nods, slow. "We failed you, should have been straight." I lean forward. "If I hadn't seen those pics, would you have told me?" Silence. That's my answer, same as always. "Why are you here?" I ask. "To say sorry, or just feel better?" Mom swallows. "Both. Honest, at least." We sit there, the clock ticking louder than their words. "I don't know how to fix this," Mom says, voice breaking. I exhale, years of being the overlooked kid crashing in. "I don't either, but I'm not fixing it for you this time." Dad nods again, like he gets it. "What now?" Mom asks, teary. "That's on you," I say. "I'm done chasing." They leave, heads low, no promises. Just a quiet, "We'll try." I don't feel fixed, just heard. Maybe that's enough for now. Weeks pass, and I brace for the fade. Old habits die hard. But then, a shift. My birthday rolls around. Usually a card if I'm lucky day while Lucas got the fanfare. This time, there's a knock at 10 a.m., Mom and Dad holding a lopsided carrot cake. My favorite, not his. "Happy birthday, sweetie," Mom says, tentative. I blink. "You remembered?" Dad grins. "Couldn't forget." They stay. Hours of coffee, dumb stories. No rush to leave. A week later, I've got a work gig. Big latte art contest I'd mentioned once. Mom texts. "Good luck, you'll crush it." Dad. "Proud of you, kid." Small but new. Months later, I book a solo trip. Santa Fe, Adobe vibes, no family strings. I tell them over dinner, casual. Dad perks up. "New Mexico, huh? Need a ride to the airport?" Mom smiles. "Send pics. We'd love to see." No catch, just them trying. Lucas texts the night before I fly. "Solo trip? That's gutsy, sis." I land in Santa Fe, sipping coffee at a plaza cafe, and my phone pings. A group chat. "Mom, those desert shots are stunning. Miss you." I smile. Not because I need their cheers, but because they're showing up, finally. I chose me, and somehow that's when they saw me.